Juan Luis, entra en el YouTube y mira a ver si todo está bien.
Good to see you. Thanks, you. Wonderful to be here with you. Hey, buddy.
Wow,
High five.
wonderful.
Okay, high five, and then here, catch. Oh, grab it. I've been practicing. It's not easy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, hello everyone. We are here today at Mozilla Hubs in this wonderful environment, Laguna Beach Party environment that Roger Kenny has developed. And Roger Kenny is the innovation tech lead for Dow Jones. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for you to be here. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, I'm excited to show this off.
So, yeah, would you want to show us around or tell us a little bit of the story? Well, first,
Sure.
I see some food and some drinks over here.
Yeah, although, how rude of me. I'm so sorry. Please, allow me to offer you some beverages and some snacks. So just come over this way. Did I lose you guys? There we go. So I have a beer. This is
Is this inspired in Joanna? Yeah, right. Isn't it?
This is a special brew that was created virtually, of course. This whole island actually was created for the Wall Street Journal's Tech Live event, which just took place on Monday and Tuesday. And yeah, so this is a beer inspired by the tech columnist from Wall Street Journal.
Roger, just a second. Do you hear me
Yes.
properly? Because I cannot hear you here.
I do hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Hear us? Juan Luis, can you make sure that everyone can hear us in YouTube? Sorry, I cannot hear you over here.
You can't hear me at all, huh?
In the chat, but not in the.
Not in the West.
This is what
Okay.
happens in live.
That's
When
cool.
you do
That's
live.
really cool. There's so many firsts happening right now. Yeah, you can't hear me at all, huh?
But I can open the chat and then I can hear you. I just want to make sure that everyone can hear us as well in the YouTube video. Juan Luis, can you confirm?
Hey, tried to join again. I don't know if Juan is like just checking. There you go. He's yes, not yes. Is that? Can you hear me?
Hello, Juan Luis, can you confirm if people can hear us well?
But if you can't hear me, then it's no big deal. So I'm gonna have to refresh my page. I'm gonna refresh my page. I'll be
Juan
right
Luis,
back.
I don't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Can you hear me now? Hello, Juan Luis. Hello, YouTube. Maybe you see me, maybe you don't. I'll just do a little dance for you while we wait.
Okay, Juan Luis. Roger, go ahead and show around. You guys show around, but Juan Luis, can you confirm that everyone can hear Roger in the YouTube?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Don't worry. Roger, why don't you show everyone around?
Well, first I'm going to have a beer. And I'm going to have a little bit of a virtual beer because it's been a long day. The best thing about virtual reality food is there's no calories. And also, you know, there's very little carbon emissions from this virtual, from the creation of this virtual food is all very important. But the other thing about virtual reality food, or stuff in general, is you don't really have to be, you know, you don't have to clean up, so you can just like throw things on the floor. Sometimes. Burger, you know, this is totally 0 calories, diet burger. Just throw it up in the air.
Okay, I think everything is sorted. I hear you now perfectly. I'm really sorry.
Perfect. No worries. High five.
Okay, 1 second.
Let me just
Take
come
2.
back to you.
Take 3. Take 4. That's cool. I'm good. Man. I'm good. This is fun.
I'm so glad it's working. Now, yes.
High
now,
five.
high five properly.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone, again to YoSTEAM. We are obviously here testing new technologies, and this is what happens. So, so yeah, we were just about to grab some food over here.
Let me offer you some food. Yeah. So first of all, yeah, here's the beer that we created for WSJ Tech Live. Joanna Stern's Joanna Brow virtual IPA. I also created this kind of virtual cocktail. It's cheers thing, or you can have it. Yeah, there. You could just actually, if you feel like having a lot more, you can have a double or triple or quadruple.
Or a teeny one.
Right. Yeah, it's true too. If you're feeling like, oh, it's, I have a meeting to get to, so I'll just.
You know what? Actually,
Make
I
it a little
don't drink, so never mind.
See you later. Yeah,
So,
everybody to have a beer. I mean, have a burger.
This is fascinating. So tell us a little bit of how the idea came about and how the Wall Street Journal, well, I mean, historically, from the print press to saying, let's do a WebXR experience. What happened in between?
Yeah, so I am sort of the resident expert at Wall Street Journal / Dow Jones in VR and AR. My first virtual reality public 2015, which was and so the events team.
Can you explain the NASDAQ roller coaster, because it's really impressive, that project as well.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, so this was back in 2015, and it was made for Google Cardboard. So all you Oculus fans out there, just think way back when, right? You had to actually put your phone in a piece of cardboard and shove it on your face and hold it there. That I was working at Wall Street Journal at the time. I was like, oh, this is so cool. We have to do something. And so the roller coaster was basically, the idea that, you could ride. You could ride. Hold on, 1 second.
We're dealing with a lot of technology today at the same time, because we're streaming live. We're chatting between us to make sure everything goes in order. So
that's cool. Yeah. No, we're gonna write this all up so you guys know what to do, so you don't make the same mistakes in the future. It's totally cool. Mute the Google Hangout. That's the trick.
Okay, perfect. So thank you.
Yeah. So basically, the idea was you could ride the NASDAQ stock chart, right, like a roller coaster, and it's really an exciting ride, because it is the actual story of the .com bubble bursting. So you go up really far, and then you come down really fast, and then slowly come back up after about 10 years or so. Yeah, so it's a cool project. It's still up there. It doesn't work on Oculus, unfortunately, and it's on my list of things to do to update it so it works on Oculus. So yeah, if you want to see that, bug me on YouTube. I mean, bug me on Twitter or something. But yeah, so
okay.
Since COVID, obviously, Wall Street Journal has had a lot of events that they run, and so they were obviously needed to figure out a way to do their events digitally. And so for Tech Live, they really wanted to do something special. They wanted to try something immersive, right? And so they came and asked myself and my colleagues at the Innovation Lab if there's something we could do. And this is one of the ideas we pitched. We pitched two different ideas. One is spatial. So it's another product. I'm sure if you guys have an Oculus Quest, you might have tried it out, but it's an app that you download. And it's a very cool app. You can do, an immersive, collaboration or a meeting, and the avatars are really cool. They look really lifelike, and I totally recommend checking them out. And then the other one that we pitched is Mozilla Hubs. And the cool thing about Mozilla Hubs is you do not need an Oculus. You do not need a headset. It works very well in your desktop browser. It works very well in your mobile phone. So even on an iPhone or an Android, the experience is really immersive. but on an Oculus, it is actually fantastic. I think you'll agree, right? What's your sort of assessment of of Mozilla Hubs?
So the main thing is, I love the idea that it's, let's say, multi-platform. So any of you guys could be joining us right now, even if you are not in a VR headset, so from your desktop or your mobile. The only difference, I mean, you can do quite a lot, move around, fly around, get objects, bring them towards you, stretch them, turn them, and all of that. But it is kind of much easier when you have hands, and you only have hands if you are immersed in a VR headset. And what's interesting is that when you are sharing an experience like that, there is this body language that comes across. I guess you can now feel a little bit as if we were present. And also, there is no social distancing here, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So show us around and keep telling us. I mean, you had some interesting facts like the pixels, the dimensions of the space versus the paper. You have to show us the paper as well.
Totally, yeah. So yeah, let's go check it out. Follow us. I built basically everything you see here. I built, right? Some the hamburger I didn't build, but the pier here, all of this was built in Blender. The castle that you see back there and the trees, actually, I remixed from something that was on Google Poly, and I took them into Blender and I altered them. But otherwise, if you're someone who uses 3D software like Blender, you could totally create whatever world you're interested in creating, and very easily create a room like this where you and your friends can come and hang out, right? But yeah, come on. So I built this pier. I thought this would be, I really try. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I love how the light feels. But you said something very interesting. The light actually does not exist in this world. It's the Blender effect of the colors around the objects and the reflection.
That's correct. Right. So when, if you take a look at objects, like for instance, myself and Elena, our avatars, in Oculus Quest, they look fairly flat, right? So there's not a lot of shading on them. And that's because it's just, again, this is running in a web browser. So that's one of the main advantages to the software, is that you don't have to download any apps. You don't have to install anything. You just open a link and you're there in the experience. But also because of that, especially on a mobile device, you have to be very careful about the amount of resources you use in order to make it performant and not make people sick, right? So keep your frame rates high and stuff like that, right? So in order to get this like really nice lighting that you see here, all of this stuff has been pre-lit in Blender. So essentially, I built this whole scene. I added colors and I added some various materials, and then baked all of the lighting onto the texture maps themselves. So none of this lighting is being rendered dynamically. It's just essentially painted onto the objects in Blender. But with that effect, if you do any 3D work, you understand what I'm talking about. With that effect, you can get a really sort of beautiful, realistic rendering of the lighting, and it doesn't cost anything on the rendering side. So in the real-time engine, it's just drawing it. It doesn't really mean anything, right? But yeah, I mean, with that, so I really wanted to carefully thought about this. The WSJ Tech Live often happens in Laguna Beach in California. So my idea for this is something that was like Laguna-esque, right? It's a beach, it's fun, it's obviously, it's not a replica of the beach or anything that's there, but it's just kind of like, here's like this kind of desert island with some trees and a sandcastle. It's a party atmosphere. You have the string of lights and the pier and stuff like that. Yeah. So why don't you come by? I'll show you some more of the.
Yeah, let's go. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah. Excuse me, camera guy. Yeah. So you see the waves happening here. This is something that Mozilla Hubs will give you automatically, right? If you look out at the ocean, so we'll come out over here. And the sun and the waves are an element that you can pull into Mozilla Hubs. And I really have to give props to the Mozilla Hubs team. They created a really great package, right? That you can of software that you can so they actually have a tool that you can use to compose your scenes, to compose your environments very easily, right? And so you drag in your elements, you drag in your scene, and then you can define like you can add water, you can define the the sky and the time of day.
The sunset.
All of this stuff is happening from Hubs by itself. You could bring an object. So if you could search right in Google Poly from the tool, and you could drop objects into your world. And put them in the world. And in this case, actually, so this is a special type of object that lets you spawn multiple copies of something, right? And that means that anybody in the world can just grab it and they can take a copy of it. So for beach balls, that's fun, right? We just kind of like play beach ball a little bit. Again, this is the best experience
You
in
missed
VR. Yeah, I mean, you got to practice a little bit. It's definitely not like reality.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's continue.
So, come on over here. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a couple of seats here. There's a couple of things I'll show you. Right. This was something that the WSJ logo over there was something that was, they usually do actually in Laguna, and they wanted to reproduce. So it's one of the only things that from the real world that they really wanted to have here. This is actually, this sandcastle here was from Google Poly, and it was just cool, and I scaled it up really big, and then I was just playing around with it, and then I ended up hollowing it out and making like a little room in there. It's got this the model has this shovel, and when I scaled it up, it just became really cool, and it became like a really cool thing. It felt like kind of like a toy box or a toy house, and you're in it, right? And it had a really fun feel to it. I added the glow. I added these lights all around it. I hollowed out the inside, right? And I made a room in there. But come on, let's go in the castle, and I'll show you what it looks like in there.
Yeah, I really like this neon feel. So, the glowing neon feel, but also this kind of return to childhood effect of realizing once you're in it, realizing that it's actually a massive children sandcastle.
Yeah. I mean, I think VR, there's a kind of here, go on, Lewis, follow us in here. Again, and in here, you'll see the effect of all of the pre-rendered lighting. You'll see this glow here on the logo and on the wall.
Very nice.
To your right. That doesn't exist at all. This is all part of the pre-rendering, but it really has a nice effect, right? These tables and stuff, right? These are all secondary objects, right? And here's the WSJ magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
And you can take the magazine. I can grab the magazine, and we have an eternal supply of magazine.
Yes. So again, this is like a nice kind of thing that we had at the party, and normally at a Wall Street Journal event, they would have these magazines all around where you could pick them up and check them out, take them home. So it's kind of nice. It feels a little bit more like the real live events. We could just kind of play around with them, make them really big, really small. That never gets old, personally. So yeah, come over here. So today, we had a meeting actually with some of the newsroom people here, and we were talking about the Wall Street Journal recipes. And so I made this right to kind of show them, this is actually from the Wall Street Journal recipes, and this is duck confit, real fancy dish. And I took the photo from the Wall Street Journal recipe, and I made a 3D model out of it and just put it here. So here, have some duck confit, please.
Wow. I mean, Roger, where do you find the time for all of this? Come on, honestly.
I don't know. I don't sleep really much. Sleep, is overrated, as you know, I think.
And how did you fix this fun GIF in the back?
Yeah, so again, you could easily bring where's our camera guy here? So yeah, you could easily bring GIFs from right in the tool where you compose the world, and then if you do it in that tool, you could stick it on the wall and it'll stay there, and it will play, or you can set however you want it to play. This one actually was one of the first ones I threw it in just for fun, and it just like felt very right, because it just like felt like, I think all of us could use like flopping down face first on the bed right now, for lots of reasons, So.
And you said there is some surprises when we go up, right?
Well, let's before we go up there, let's come. Why don't we go this way? I'll show you the couch, and I'll show you the back of the castle, and then we'll come back up and I'll show you the top.
Yes. It's beautiful behind the castle. Let's go.
Come on out. I'll show you around. I feel like this is virtual MTV Cribs. Okay, so this is going to be a trick. Juan Lewis, this is what I'm tell you to do. You're going to watch us, right? And we're going to fly up there to the top of that couch. Can you look up there? You see that couch floating up there? So Elena and I are going to fly up there, and then I want you to join us up there, okay? Do you know how to do it? All you do is you hold on the space bar, and I know you know how to do it. Yeah, of course you do. I'm going to go up there. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, I'm up here already.
Hi.
Come up.
Yeah, come on. Join us up here.
I think you just press the space bar, and you can join us in the couch.
He must know. He was here for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll move over so he can get to the seat.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, you can take the side seat.
And that's a better shot anyway. He can see both of us with the castle behind it.
If you just press the space bar, you should be able to go into one of the couch members. ¿No, Juan Luis, con la barra espaciadora? Okay. It's okay, Roger. Let's show the magazine here, the newspaper.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. You'll have to trust us. It's really amazing up there. So, for some reason, we can't fit our camera up there. Our camera must be too big or too heavy for virtual reality flying, right? But that's cool. Check it out. This is I also made a virtual reality version of Tuesday's newspaper. I did one for Monday and one for Tuesday. And this is the actual, the real newspaper. It's the front cover and the cover of the business and finance section of the Wall Street Journal, our most popular section. It's somewhat of a, kind of a wow moment, I think, when most people see this up close, especially in VR, because you could read it really well, actually. It's surprising, especially on Oculus Quest 2. It's a very high resolution screen. But I was able to look on the Quest 1, looked pretty good too. So it's pretty amazing. Go ahead.
What was the statistics? You mentioned the size, the difference between the size of the whole space and the size of this page.
Yeah. So, it's really interesting. The entire island has about a quarter of the pixels as this one newspaper, right? So the texture map for the entire island, right, is this is 4 times bigger, essentially, 4 times the number of pixels, front and back, of the entire island around us, And I think, if you do 3D, work, I think that shouldn't be too surprising to you. I think, if you look at the shadows and stuff that are on the, and the lighting that's on the castle and the floor and stuff, it doesn't need to be super high resolution, especially shadows and lighting are are very soft anyways. That's the effect you want to go for. There's not a lot of texture. It has this kind of like low poly look, which is helping that as well. But in order to actually read the newspaper, this is like 2K, honestly, which is not really even that big considering. Oh, he got up there.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
let's go and join you.
Hey, here we are. Welcome.
Look at the sunset behind you and the whole island.
Yeah, the view's really nice up here.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, and then I'll show you this other thing. So, somebody on the newsroom team, just sort of randomly came up with this game. It was really good. So there's a big giant martini glass out there, and people, the entire, see, right out. See where I'm pointing? Yeah, that giant martini glass. So people, the entire event, were just really like flinging these newspapers and trying to get it into the martini. So let's try it right now. I've been practicing. I got it in once.
Oh gosh, I did a very bad job there. Let me try again.
That's okay.
No.
Yeah, again, it's VR, so you don't have to worry about littering. Once we leave the room, almost. It like hit it. I got it in once.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's go back down to the floor and let's take a walk. Nice. Let's take a walk to the back of the island, and let's grab some coffee, and then we got a couple more surprises, I think, after that.
Yes, let's do that.
Cool.
Over here.
So let's go to the back of the island.
There's a high tide here. Come over here. Look, this is so nice. I really like this neon style look.
Yeah, thank you. This is something that just kind of occurred to me as I was playing around with this. So wouldn't it be cool if we made these letters glow and kind of like broke it up like this? It'd be a nice spot for like a photo or a selfie. Yeah, that's another thing you could do in Hubs. They actually have cameras that you can take selfies and tweet them out too.
I really feel like the party type.
Yeah, we should do it. Let's take a selfie.
Yeah, there is cameras here as well. You had a photo booth at the entrance, right?
Yeah, here, come on over here and get in the selfie, Juan Luis.
Come, let's show everybody.
Yeah, let them see. See, here we go. So yeah, there's our director, Juan Luis. I'll take a picture. Okay, cool. I don't know about you guys, but when I take a picture in VR, I always smile in real life. I don't know if that's a thing.
Have a look at the picture.
Yeah, see, here it is. Here, check it out. Yeah,
it's a really good one.
Exactly.
Can you
That's
make sure
we
save this one? Yeah?
I'm going to tweet it right now.
Okay, let's tweet it.
Okay, so I did. Yeah, I posted it, and it has the link actually to get here. So anybody out there in Twitter, you could totally bomb us right now, like jump in on our party here, if you find that link live. Where'd Elena go? Yeah, I'm gonna grab some coffee. Actually, it's kind of like I could use a big coffee, so I'm gonna make a really big one. Again, like this never gets old, right? What happened to Elena? Did we lose her? I bet you something happened. She went back to the pier. Actually, oh no, I know. Why don't you write in the chat and see if she's there? Because she'll be able to see it if you chat her. We lost Elena. So weird. Where could she be? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna wait for her here and drink my coffee. That's good coffee, man. That's pretty good coffee, I gotta say. Yeah, this is a model I built. Yeah, there she is. Hey, you're back. What happened?
Hey, I'm back.
What happened?
Oh, and I don't hear you again.
Oh no.
Let me restart.
Refresh, yeah.
Anyway,
Technical
you can.
difficulties.
Shall I see you at the top of? Can you wander around a little bit, and then I'll see you at the top of the castle?
Makes
Great.
sense. Yep. Yeah, Hubs comes with built-in emojis. I'm hoping, yeah, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So you must be able to hear me, Juan, right? You can shake your head if you can hear me. Whoa. Cool, man. Well, let's go check out. Should we go to the top of the castle or should we show the giant spot? Let's go. What do you think? I'll let you choose. Do a heart for the top of the castle or a clap for the giant spot, Mrs. Director. Top of the castle. All right, let's go. Follow me. Oh, should we fly? Should we fly? Do you know how to fly? Yeah. Should we fly to the top of the castle, or should we go up? Should we go up the spiral? It's up to you. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go up the spiral. Yeah. Okay. People like littering newspapers here. What's wrong with people? I mean, even in virtual reality. Okay, come with me this way. Hey, can you hear me? No? Can't hear me? Are you sure? Oh no, I can't hear you either.
I see you at the top of the castle.
Okay, we'll try again. See you there. All right, come on, Juan Luis. Let's go. So yeah, this is again all this inside I hollowed out from the original model, and I added this kind of spiral. Thought it'd be cool, right? And a nice feature to kind of walk up the spiral, right, and look out the ramparts. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit trickier on desktop to navigate, but you're doing all right. There you go. All right, follow me. All right, come on. Let's keep going.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, how about now? Can
Perfect.
you hear me?
Yes.
All right, high five. Cool. Yeah. Excellent. I love it. Well, welcome to the
Ooh.
top of the castle. Yeah, you'll notice I made a little paper airplane. Doesn't really fly very well, unfortunately, but it looks like it looks cool, like it's gonna fly. You can kind of like, yeah, if you just kind of like let it glide a little bit, you might get a little better effect, like almost.
Oh, a little bit softer.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, there's no,
So-
I mean, there's no aerodynamics here.
And,
But yeah,
and
check out
what
that
do we
view.
have here?
Oh yeah. What do we have there, Elena?
So I thought it would be great to have a quick look at the party. Let's just remember the party.
Okay, I'll hit play then. Did you want it to keep playing? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So
yeah, it was fun. It was
okay.
it was a landmark event. It was the first virtual reality live event for Wall Street Journal, I don't know. I don't know about any other major newspaper brands that have done a live event in virtual reality either. Maybe if you guys know of one, I'd love to know about it. Please let me know. But yeah, it was definitely a first for Wall Street Journal, and I was super excited by it. Cool, man.
Cool. Well, yeah, tell me, do you think, well, we have tweeted about it. And I think for maybe, what is it, for 3 days, maybe people can come in and experience it. So on the tweet and also
Sure.
here on the YouTube video for a few days, the room will be open. You just go to hubs.link and then there is a code, but only for a few hours. Yeah.
For 3 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, come jump in the room and have some fun. Check it out. I'd love to hear some feedback. If you use Hubs, if you like Hubs, or if there's other platforms as well that we should know about. I'm always looking for new ways to meet up in VR. We've tried, Elena and I actually have tried a bunch together, right? Like Alt Space, big screen, right? Half plus half was really good.
Because
obviously
something
Oculus.
Something interesting is that we are exploring how to use this for work, for us to have meetings, brainstorming sessions, because it just feels much more natural. So yeah, we have tried so many tools, and we're very happy. We're very happy, slowly filtering through the corporation.
But yeah, like I said, I would love to hear if there are any that we should definitely check out. That's the next thing I was going to say. So there's 2 more cool things here that we haven't done yet. We haven't been seeing the treasure, and we haven't been giants. So why don't we go do that?
Ooh, let's do that. And we have the link to the hubs in the YouTube description. So if you feel like joining us now, go ahead and meet us now. Let's go and have
Let's go.
Let's see the last 2 surprises. Yeah, 2 surprises.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. It's not fair. It's much harder to get down that ramp on desktop. Cheers. Hey, how you doing? I was just saying, I know it's much harder to get down the ramp on desktop. It's a learning thing, right? So maybe ramps are not so good for desktop, but on Quest, it's super easy.
It's an excuse for us to have a bite.
Yeah. That beer's good. Okay, come with us.
So where are we going now?
So we're gonna go see the first of the hidden treasures, and this is something I really wanted to make this kind of like a fun, like a little bit of an Easter egg hunt. So, it's not obvious from where we're standing right now, but there's actually a totally secret hidden spot just underneath the water, and if you follow me under the pier, you'll get to see what I'm talking about. So come on, let's go.
Well, this is scary. We have to go in the water? You mean like under the water?
Under the water, yeah. So I'll just when I was building this, I thought, what's the coolest spot like at a beach? And it's always under the pier is the coolest spot, right? All the cool kids hang out under the pier. So that initially made me think, oh well, this is going to be a cool spot. People will just come hang out here. And then I said, well, wait a minute. Well, what if I gave them a little bit more to find? So follow me under the water.
Gloop, gloop, gloop.
Whoa. Ta-da.
Ta-da! So shiny.
Yeah, welcome. We found the treasure. We win.
Are you serious? An infinite supply of crowns?
An infinite supply of treasure.
Another one for you.
There are people. Oh yeah, there are people.
Oh, do we have guests?
Awesome.
Down. Let me have a look.
Let's go meet them. Come on, Juan Luis.
Hello. Oh, it's like Halloween inspired.
You made it. We were waiting for you.
Hello, Roger.
Hi.
Alani.
Yes.
Yeah. You look awesome, dude.
Thank you.
I love your spider. Hey everybody, this is my colleague from the Wall Street Journal, one of the most brilliant people I know. His name is Polani, and
Hi.
this is I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say the spider is an improvement, but it's definitely a cool look, right? You're a handsome guy. I'm not trying to say you're not handsome. The spider's cool, but
this is what I
thanks
love.
for joining us.
Yeah,
you can
sure.
be here.
I look better in real life.
Yeah. I love it that you can be here in this kind of surreal space and you yourself can be whoever you want to be and however you want to present yourself. And you kind of, in a way, you kind of focus more in the conversation and in the personality than the actual physical looks of people, which is very interesting as well from VR.
That is very true.
We haven't met in person. I don't think so.
Elena, this is Polani Elena. Polani is a brilliant developer, and he works with the newsroom for Wall Street Journal. He was the guy who got me out of many jams when I hit a part about coding and things that I did not understand. Polani was very patient and always took the time to make me understand, which I appreciate.
Well, thank you. I don't know which of the 8 hands should I high five over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool.
It's always interesting to work with Roger. It's fun too. Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
Can he become a giant? Because a giant spider is the kind of how would you call it, therapy shock that I need.
I was actually thinking the same thing, Elena. You read my mind. So, Polani, you came just in time. if you can, when you hold down your space bar, you should see all kinds of options appear. Do you see that?
I see hide options set.
Do you see little white kind of avatars?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you hold on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
so take a look to your left here, and there's a floating kind of person icon out in front of the castle there.
Oh yeah.
You
Can
see
you
it? Yeah,
select it
click
with
on
the
it.
mouse? Let's
the
see
pink
if
one?
it turns into a giant spider.
You see what I'm talking about? Here.
Oh,
Pink one?
it's taking the burger?
No.
No, there is a white
No, not the
avatar.
burger. Just next to the burger, floating like to the left of the giant martini, there should be like a white icon of a person with a circle around his feet.
I don't see it.
When you hold on the space bar.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, what should I do with that person?
Click on it.
Select it. Click on it if you can. Where's he
Oh,
gone?
wait, he went to that
I
one.
will transport to somewhere
Oh,
else.
too far.
Yeah, I'll show him.
And this
Lonnie.
is doing it right.
It's like that. You become a giant. Look at Roger.
Yeah.
Actually, Juan Luis, if you become a giant, you can also see the entire wall minimized. There is another giant over there.
Oh.
Hey!
Wow. Fun.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
Who was the ball?
Hello. Isn't that cute?
Martini?
So I think, Roger, I think that maybe we just let people come and enjoy the space whenever they want for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
And how is the
Yeah,
best
can you
way?
hear me?
Yes. How is the best way for people to get in touch with you?
Oh, I can't really hear you.
You have to come back down.
I know, I have to be small. The audio doesn't work. All right, I'm going to go back down. Ah.
Bumped into me.
Hey,
Did you bump into me? Something?
I did. I bumped into you. I dropped my giant martini on you.
Oh.
So, oops. So, yeah, everybody, I think that, well, Roger, what's the best way to get in touch with you? If anybody wants to create something like this or work with you, how can they get in touch?
Yeah, I think if you hit me up on Twitter, I think that's probably the best way. Just at Roger Wall Street, right? Like the Wall Street Journal, Roger Wall Street, one word. And
I'll
I'm
make
always
sure
available
that
there.
I'll put your Twitter in the description of the video.
Sure, anytime. I'm happy to answer questions or just chat about this stuff. I love this stuff. It's not just my work, but I really enjoy it, and have always been, excited to see what's next in VR and AR. So please hit me up, and I'm happy to chat.
Yeah, definitely
help.
follow all his experiments. It's very, very impressive. You're just very modest. So yeah, I think big applause to everybody. And well, as I always say, you know that I'm here every Thursday to show you inspiration to include the arts into STEM, and that's why we are called YoSTEAM. So see you next Thursday all together. YoSTEAM.
YoSTEAM.
Bye.
Okay. I think that's it.